Okay, it's on. We're ready to talk. So, hello everyone. My name is Cassandra Williams, and I am your star Scentsy consultant. I wanted to do a video today because I just really wanted to share more about myself and my why in my Scentsy journey. Why I'm even here talking about Scentsy now, and why I joined, why I took that plunge. So we are going to go back to the early summer of 2016. So back at this time, I was working full-time at a hospital doing ER registration. I had 2 kids at the ages of, 2 and 7. 2 and 7, is that right?
I'm not sure why I can't do math on a live video, so let's try ages 2 and 10
2
for
and
my
7.
kids'
So,
ages.
Trying to juggle that along with being a wife to my wonderful husband was something that I was still new to, getting used to. The age gap with our kiddos was something that was good and bad. Good in the sense with my oldest, was able to help with her little brother if I needed to run upstairs, just do things in the house or diapers or get a bottle, stuff like that. Like, she was independent in a sense where she could entertain herself, but she could also help mom when needed. So I was busy, and then my husband, who works on the road, he's gone most of the week for the railroad. So if anyone is a railroad wife, I know you can relate. So in a sense, I was a single mom. In a sense, a married single mom. So I've adjusted to that over the years, and still getting used to it with having 2 kids and working full time. I'm trying to keep everything in our house organized, and the struggle was real, and it still is real, but things have changed over the time. So I was doing all that, and at that time, like, I had all these hats, but deep down inside, I knew that I was missing something. I knew that part of me was not there anymore. Like, I wasn't my same self anymore. I'm trying to move this a little bit closer. I wasn't my same self anymore. I've always been taught, and even as a mom, wife, you're going to do for your kids, do for your family before yourself. You, as a woman, as a parent, wife, we tend to focus on everybody else, and we lose sight of who we are. Like, and I think people can relate to that. You're just so busy. You're wrapped up with everything in life, and you just lose your identity. And at that time, in that summer, and even before, I struggled getting used to having 2 kids. I didn't have that free time for myself like I did before my son. So that was still something that I was fighting with inside. I love my kids, don't get me wrong, but I need, that self-love is important too. So that summer, one of my coworkers she was talking to me about, this Scentsy, this thing that she did on the side. And I'm like, I've never heard of it, but maybe one time, and that was because I received a gift back in 2012, yeah, 2012. I had to think when my bridal shower was. For a bridal shower, and it actually was a warmer and wax, and I never had gotten it out even to that day, you know, like it got tucked aside. I was a candle person, love my candles. I got it tucked aside, and I had completely forgotten about it. So she was talking to me about this, you know, Scentsy biz and what she had going on, and I'm like becoming more and more intrigued. Like I wanted to know more of what she was doing. So I like talked to her about it, and she even had brought in a sample of a piece of wax and for me to try, and it smelled so good. Like, and for the life of me, I want to say it was Bora Bora Blossom, but then part of me is thinking that it wasn't, that it was like an ocean kind of scent. But she had introduced this to me, and I had remembered, hey, you know, I got a warmer and wax like for my bridal shower. I'm gonna get that out. So I got that out, and I'm like, man, this smells really good. And it was Mystery Man, and I matched it up with my husband's cologne. He wears Acqua di Gio, and I'm like, God, that smells like your cologne. I love that scent. And it lasted, you know, a while, and the whole house like smelled up like cologne, like this wonderful man. Like it smelled so good, and my husband liked it too. But we would talk, you know, it was, you know, I was asking her, like, what do you do? What are some perks with it? Like, do you, you know, like, what all does Scentsy entail? Like, if I wasn't just a customer, like, if I wanted to sell it, what else all entail? And at this time, she was trying to earn an incentive. I think it was for a free, she was trying to earn a computer. Like they were doing a laptop, like a Scentsy inspired laptop. So at that time, she was trying to earn that. And to earn that, she had to make so much and recruit so much. So she had all that going on. And I'm like, okay, tell me more. I want to know about it, because I'm like really intrigued. And going back to that, for me, I was intrigued because I'm like, God, this sounds like so much fun. This sounds like something that I can do in my spare time. And she was telling me, you know, the trips and the people that she's meeting and stuff that they do, like, you know, even like just little group meetings and stuff like that. Like, all of this just sparked something inside of me. Like, I wanted to know more. And because that piece of my identity that I lost was starting to spark back up. Like, it was in, like, that part of my identity was what was pulling me and pushing me towards Scentsy. I know it. So we talked, and I ended up talking to my husband about it, and I told him everything about it, and he's like, look more into it. Like, he didn't want me to get involved with something that, one, I was going to hate, and two, that wasn't going to sell well. So I was like, look into it, and, you know, I was thinking, God, you know, direct sales, like, I don't want to be a salesy person. Like, that's not me. That's never something that I've liked. I hated, and still get, still don't like when people, like, come up to me in the stores, like, they're trying to get to, or, you know, like, they bother you. Sometimes salespeople are too salesy, and they just bother you, and you just want to tell them to get lost. Like, and I didn't want to be that person. I'm like, God, I can't do that. I don't want to bother people. I don't want to be that person that's like, hey, you want to try this? Hey, you want to buy this? And da 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 da. Like, I did not want to be that person. I wanted to be me. I wanted people to like me and not look at me like, ooh, there's that girl selling that stuff. Like, go away, you know, we got to go away. I didn't want people to look at me like that. I didn't want to lose friendships, stuff like that. So I was thinking about that stuff, and then so I ended up looking more on her website, And I even got on YouTube. And I learned a lot on YouTube. And I told my husband and I discussed the benefits. And one of the big ones was that the products are consumable. Scentsy has products that are consumable, meaning people are going to use them and they need to replenish. Whether it's the Scentsy wax, the body lotions, the laundry line, the clean line. There's like a huge amount of stuff that is consumable. So once it's gone, people are going to need more. And in direct sales, there's a lot of companies out there, their products, it's like you can only have so many of a product and then that's it. That's it. You don't need more. And that, I'm not going to say names about direct sales because I do it. I'm in direct sales. I know what it means to be able to have those customers and share that. But it's like, I didn't see how it was going to be a problem with Scentsy because people are going to need more. They're going to come to me to receive more products, to purchase more products. So that was huge. Other benefits that I see with it, people were having so much fun. So much fun. Like, they were making friendships. They were going to places. They were earning free trips. They were getting excited about everything with Scentsy, like, around them. And I wanted to feel that. Like, watching these videos of people, sorry, one second, was huge. Like, I don't know, it made me smile. It made me say to myself, I can do this. I want to do this. I needed something for myself. Sorry, I thought I heard something. I needed something for myself. I needed to feel that I was part of something and appreciated more in a different way. Like, I know I'm appreciated by my family. But employers can be, It's like, you're a person that's going to fill that chair. And it's like, as much as somebody can say, oh, thanks for this coming in, or thanks for that, do they really appreciate you? Like, I just did not feel like appreciated in the workplace. So it's like, I needed my identity back. I needed an escape from all of my hats that I was wearing. I love my family, love my husband, and I did love my job at that. I love the people that I worked with at my job. Well, let's just say that. But I needed that escape for, just to get out and just to do something for me. Do something that's going to make me happy. And the beautiful part with Scentsy, that I could have this escape, but all I have to do is, it's right there. I don't have to leave my home to have that escape. I can do it from home, from my phone, from my computer. Like, I could do it anywhere. And that's all mine. That's my escape. So it's like, I needed that. So it's like, I forget the time frame that went by, but I told my friend, I'm like, I'm going to sign up. I want to sign up. And my husband said, I'll pay for it. You go ahead and sign up. Because if it's something that you think is going to make you happy, I want you to do it. And God love that man. He'll do just about anything to make sure the kiddos are happy, that I'm happy. And that was the best gift, besides for my children, that he's ever given me. Because this gift just keeps on giving every day. Every day. So I ended up signing up towards the end of May. I want to say it's May 23rd of 2016. I did signed up. And from that day on, I've been going. I've been having the time of my life. I did earn one trip with Scentsy I made, and that was back in, oh my goodness, I'm drawing a blank. I earned one free trip with Scentsy, and that was back in 2000. I was just last year or the year before. It was last year. I did have the opportunity to go on a cruise over to like Paris and, you know, France, Italy, like over there. I had won that cruise for myself. I had worked that hard to earn that cruise because I have such amazing customers and family and friends that supported me. But at the time my husband couldn't go, so we chose to do the Scentsy family reunion. They're huge, it's basically a huge convention for all Scentsy. Once a year they hold it. And it was a Disney themed one, and I decided to go for that. That way he could go with me. Because of his work schedule, he couldn't go on the cruise. And that was fine. Because we got to share that trip together on our anniversary. And it was great to have him be part of something that I hold dear to my heart, that I am passionate about. And we got to enjoy that together. And I had learned so much. Like, so I'm like getting off track. But Scentsy has seriously blessed us in all kinds of different ways. I've had my ups and downs, but as a business owner, you're going to have your ups and downs. The beautiful part about, there's so many perks with Scentsy, it's ridiculous. But one part is I can work how I want to. If I want to take the day off and not post anything, not do this or that, I'm gonna. I can't. And I just work out how I want to. That way, and then I can share time, you know, spend time with my family. There was a year that my husband was injured at work. He had tore his whole pectoral muscle. And it was a rough year. Well, it was 8 months. It was almost a year. So it was a rough 8 months. He did it in the summer. And I was getting ready to start a new, it was like getting ready to start a new job. I was still at my old job at the hospital when it had happened. And statistically, like, I forget the numbers, but it does not happen very often at all for someone to tear their whole pectoral muscle. It does not happen very often. And a little bit about us personally, about our family. My husband was the breadwinner. He was the main provider for, I wouldn't say sole provider, but main provider for our family. He paid the mortgage, paid our car payments, like a lot, like electric bills, stuff like that. So it's like, for him to be out of work for 8 months, or, you know, even a month, is huge. You know, but to be out for that 8 months, it was hard, you guys. Super, super hard. Finances are like one of the leading reasons that people get divorced. It can put a toll on your marriage like no other. And you don't realize it until you're, sorry, for this, swipe this up. You don't realize it until you live it. So it was like, okay, now what do we do? So one, we're thankful that we had family, and friends that were there for us if we needed help. But I was at my past job for almost 6 years. And I ended up cashing out my 401k. Took me, you know, that whole time working at the hospital. I mean, it was a good amount of money, but I cashed it out because we needed it. We needed to be able to pay bills. And for me to cash that out and to take some financial stress off of my husband, off of our family, off of our marriage, was huge, and it was worth every freaking penny. But it's like I told him, I'm like, I'm going to do everything I can. If I'm able to get more hours, I'm going to work more hours. I will work my Scentsy business like as much as I can to help pay for anything that I can. And I'm going to give that commission, to you for bills. Like, that's what we're going to do. Or I'm just going to use it for groceries or whatever. So I did. And it was holidays are creeping up. And then it's like, well, crap, we have 2 kids. We have family, and they told us, don't buy us anything, they tell us. But it's like, they do a lot for you. You're going to do, I feel like you got to do something for them to show your appreciation. But our kids were our main focus. And we didn't want our kids to go Christmas without gifts. Like, every parent that's like, that can ever go through that, they understand that. So we didn't want that to happen. And so I worked my little hiney off during the month, during those months. But, with Scentsy or commission, we can get a bonus if we sell so much. We have so much in sales, we get an extra bonus. And I worked my tail off in November to get that bonus because I knew that bonus was going to help provide Christmas gifts for our kiddos. And it was, for anything else. So, without Scentsy, I wouldn't have been able to do that. We wouldn't have had that extra money. Granted, it wasn't, being still new. It was what it was. Any little bit helped. Whether it was $100 or $200. It was something to help pay for bills. To pay the electric bill, water bill, anything, And then I had my own bills I had to pay for, which is what I usually use my check at work to do. And then my Scentsy's my extra little spending money, like just, random stuff, groceries, gas, clothes, shopping, just random expenses that all add up that are like kind of nuts being pretty big after all. That was there for that. But Scentsy blessed us with that. And when I look back at it, it's like, if I didn't have that, I would have had to sell some crap at our house, have a garage sale or something to have that extra money. So I had my business that I could fall back on, that I could work how I wanted to, and the more I worked, the more of a commission I was going to receive. So I did what I could to provide as much as I could for our family. But yeah, Scentsy's been a blessing in a lot of ways. Over the years, fast forward to today, I went up in ranks. You started as essential consultant, and I'm up to a star consultant, working on building a team, getting myself out there more. But I have. Like, if I wasn't doing Scentsy, I wouldn't know half the people that I know now. I wouldn't have the ambition that I do now. I wouldn't have the drive. I wouldn't have all these friends and supporters that I do now in our little Scentsy. Oh, it's not little, but in our huge Scentsy groups, our teams. Like, I wouldn't have all that. I wouldn't. And I wouldn't have my identity back. I lost it. And it's like, I have my ups and downs. But Scentsy is there. Scentsy is there. And I never thought going to a family reunion, like a Scentsy family reunion, that I would cry. Like, cried because everything these speakers are telling us in these events, they resonate like huge. Like, I tell you, it's been a huge blessing, and it's just something that I can't and I won't keep to myself. Like, I want to share. I want other people to feel the way I do. For the moms that are, whether you're single, you're married, like, all the hats that you wear as a woman or as a man, it doesn't matter. there, there is a spot I feel that everybody has in them that might be lacking, that we're not focusing on. And gosh, my phone. We have to focus on ourselves. Like, you have to have that self-love for yourself. You have to give yourself time to focus on you. If you don't, I'm a firm believer, if you do not focus on yourself, you do not make sure that you are happy with yourself and with everything around you, if you are not in a good place, you are not going to be a good person for the people around you. You're not. It's just how it is. And I feel that through my, a little over 3 years with Scentsy, in my business, that I have been a better person for my kids, my family, my husband, and, just everybody. Like, I have a better attitude. I have a better outlook on life. I am more ambitious. Like, I feel that I can reach certain goals. I used to be afraid to go up and talk to people, and still a little bit of me is, but Scentsy has broken me out of my comfort zone. And I think it's just because of how passionate I am about the products and about this business, what it can do for you, that I am all for it. I am happy to share everything with you. The products, the business, like everything. Like, Scentsy is a huge part of my life, and I know it can be a huge part of other people's, and it's something that you just can't keep a secret. Like, why would you? Yeah, so I've talked to people, I have a team, and it's something that I want to put my focus in, and I haven't put my focus in. Like, I want to help people change their lives, to be able to provide for their families, go get their nails done, like just little, it could be little things, or it could be vacations, it could be anything, like help paying your car payment. Like, Scentsy can do a lot for you if you put in the effort. That's all it is. And when I share the opportunity with people, and ask them, if what is holding you back from joining Scentsy? Like, I dropped that little question for them. What would make you join Scentsy? Like, what's keeping you from joining? And some of the I'm gonna call it how they are. Some of the excuses that I get are, I don't have the time. I don't have the money. It's not for me. Just something that I couldn't see myself doing. And let me tell you, those are all things that went through my head before I joined. So, first off, I don't have the time. Let me tell you a little bit about that. I work full-time, 2 kids on my own, 75% of the week, my wife, and I have all kinds of other crap going on in the background, I was able to do it. If you have a phone, you can do it. If you have a computer, you can do it. If you have 5 minutes, you can do it. You can share Scentsy with anyone, anywhere. It could be from your mouth, from talking, for conversations with people. It could be shooting a text message. It could be making a post on Facebook, Instagram, or whatever. You can do it. Like, it doesn't take up your time. You work your business how you want to work your business. So when people say, I don't have the time, I call BS. Sorry, but that's the truth. Like, I call BS. Like, you can do it. You can do anything you put your mind to. It's just, you just have to have the will to do it. There are days that I don't feel like doing a darn thing, and guess what? I don't. But the next day, I pick up my phone, I pick up the pieces, and I do it. Like, I make my posts, I make my connections, I share Scentsy with other people. And that's what it's as easy as that. There are people that work over 80 hours, that go to school, that have kids, like, that are caregivers, that are wives, like, they have a lot going on. They may have, family members with illnesses, but they do it. They still work their business. I don't know any employer is gonna be okay with you saying, I just don't really feel like coming today. I'm just not feeling it, so I'm gonna stay home. You'd be fired. They'd find somebody else that would fill your seat, that would, do whatever you do at work. They would find somebody. So, in my job, I can sit in my pajamas if I want to. I can have a messy bed head if I want to. I don't need to put makeup on. I can work from my car, work from the car. I can work from, while I'm getting ready for the day. I could be on my phone in between things. I could be making dinner, and I could be working my business. Like, you can work Scentsy anywhere, anyhow you want to. It can be done. So the whole I don't have time, I don't want to hear it. Sorry, not sorry. The other one is, what was it? I don't have the time. Or not, I don't have the time. I don't have the money. So, Scentsy, the kits are typically $99 to start, plus your tax and shipping. So, it's like $115, just depending on what your tax is. And that's a one-time cost. So, other expenses that with your business, you're going to have other expenses with your business, but you don't have to. Like, you put in it what you want to get out of it. That's what I tell everybody. You don't have to buy all this extra crap. Like, you don't need it. You get a starter kit because that is what you need. Like, everything's in there. And, $99. Sometimes Scentsy will run specials. Like, this year they were running specials for $15. Sign-ups, like, huge. Sometimes they'll do, like, their half-off kits, like, twice. Each season they'll have half-off kit towards the end of the season. And it's just, times like that. So, people say, oh, I don't have enough money. Okay, so let's say you didn't have enough money today. Didn't sign up with Scentsy. In 3 months, how are you getting that extra income? Just curious. So, when I signed up with Scentsy, granted my husband bought it, but he believed in the products. So, when I signed up with Scentsy, that $99 was gone. Like, I paid that back and then some in my first month. Because I had my launch party, like, people are excited. Like, Scentsy pays for itself. Like, your kit can be paid back pretty quickly. And all you have to do is share the products. Share the scents. And that's it. And then from there on, people are hooked. Like, if people don't like scents, that's fine. No problem. But sharing the products, that's all you got to do. It really is. It really is. You get started, you're gonna get your kit paid for. And then, fast forward to that 3 months, you're going to have some extra income. If you work your business consistently, you're going to have extra income. Instead of looking back saying, man, that $99 was a lot at the time, but I probably could have had some extra money to buy, to go get my hair done or put gas in my car, get groceries and put it for food in the fridge, like little things. Or big, the bigger you dream, the more work you have to do. But Scentsy can help you along the way. Like, it's there for you. The tools are there for you if you use them. So, for somebody to say, I don't have the money, like, I can get it. I get it. Like I said earlier, we've went through financial strain. And it's an investment, and you can treat that investment and do whatever you want with that investment. And in your life. It's on you, you know. I can't force somebody to join, and I would never force somebody to join. I want to share this with you because I know it can be a blessing for other people. So I just wanted to share that, and it's like I get it, but at the same time, you invest in it, and you're going to get return. Other excuses, just not for me. And I get Scentsy cannot be for everybody. When I first joined, I'm like, before I joined, I'm like, that's not for me. I'm not salesy. I don't want to be salesy. I don't want to be that person that keeps saying, showing wax and warmers and blah, blah, blah. Like, I don't know if I want to be that person. But I found out Scentsy was for me. Scentsy is what I needed in my life. I needed that part of my identity back because I certainly wouldn't be sitting here in front of my phone talking to you all about how Scentsy has blessed my life, and I know it will continue to bless me and I know that I am going to go further in this company. I know I will be director. Big things are there for me and my family. Like, they're there. And I just have to take it. And that's what that's what I'm telling you. You just have to take that bull by the horns and just do it. And if you don't like it, fine, whatever. You don't like it. Your kids, like, you're getting a huge amount in your kids. Like, you'll have that there. But I wouldn't tell people that if you don't think it's for you, like, I wouldn't tell them, okay, you need to join anyways. Like, that's fine. But at least think about it. Think about the benefits with Scentsy. Like, okay, I get that maybe making friends isn't for you. Maybe making extra income isn't for you. Maybe going on free trips isn't something that you want. Maybe having getting free product through host credits isn't what you want. Maybe just breaking out of your shell isn't for you. Then fine. Those are things that might scare people. They just don't want to do. Like, I'm not wanting to do home parties or, whatever. I don't want to do events, stuff like that. You don't have to. You work your business how you want to. You don't want to do parties? Fine. You don't want to do events? Nobody's pushing you to do that. But, they're great for your business. You don't want to, you're funny about talking with people, then, Scentsy, like other businesses, aren't for some people. Jobs aren't for some people, and I get that. But it's not going to stop me from sharing it with you all. It's not. I love this company so much that I want to. I wish, like, the love I have for Scentsy and the warmers, like, I don't care that I'm that crazy wax lady. I don't care. I'm a lot of people's crazy wax lady that they come to, and I'm fine with that. I am fine with being that person. Because that person feels a lot better about herself. She got her identity back, and she's going to continue to go up and have more self-confidence. Like, never, ever, ever would I thought I'd be here today. Granted, I'm a star consultant. I have a small team. But guess what? It's not going to stop me. I'm going to keep going. And you can either join me or watch me. That's what I say. So you can join or watch. And I hope one day that you will join, because it's a blast. It's a blast. Like, I even told my daughter, I'm like, when you turn 18, I think you need to join too. Granted, if she's out of the house, like, the kids, my family loves it. Like, it's just, I can go on and on and on. But I'll spare you now. But, yeah, so that's another excuse people say it's not for me. And if it's not, it's not. Nobody's going to force you to click join. Nobody. So yeah, I really just wanted to talk about that. I've been with Scentsy for it'll be 4 years in May of next year. And I'm really, really, really going to be working my business more. So, flash forward to today. I'm no longer working full-time. I've been able to put more of myself into my business because of that. I'm now a stay-at-home mom, and all of my income that I get goes for extra things that I might need. We might need it in the for the home, bills, stuff like that. Especially for Christmas gifts, since Christmas is right around the corner. So that's, that's my goal, and I share with my team. There for my team members. I want them to do well in their business. I want them to flourish like I have, like so hundreds, thousands of people have in this company. It's so much more than just warmers and wax, you guys. So much more. And I wish that you could feel how I feel one day. I really, really do. Because Scentsy can be a life changer, a game changer for a lot of people. So I'm working my business more consistently, and I plan to. I really can't see myself not doing this business. Like, I look ahead and I'm like, yeah, I'm pretty sure I'll still be doing it. I still want to be doing it. I don't see myself quitting. Every dog has its day, and there's days where I'm like, I just don't know, like, if this is for me, but it's an excuse. I just have to step back, like any place. Sometimes you just have to step back and reflect on your business and reflect on yourself and dig deep and find that spark again. So, it's really what I wanted to share with you all. And if anyone would like more information, I'd be happy to talk to you. I would. The fire that I have inside for my business is huge. So, if anyone would love to talk more about what Scentsy can do for you and your family or your situation, I'd love to help. You can message me or text me. If not, you can always check on my website under join. The information is there too. So thank you for listening to me. As I probably rambled some, but it's who I am. It's me. It's my business, what I'm passionate about. So I hope that maybe you were able to gain something from listening to this, and maybe it resonates with more than just myself. Maybe you can relate too. So as a mom and as a wife, I've been through a lot. Like, it's all the hats that I wear. Like, I've been through a lot, and it's brought me to where I am today, though. So I wouldn't change that for the world. So thank you all for watching my video and listening to my why. And I hope to talk to you soon. Take care.